What's going on, guys, girls? Rob here, and I'll tell you, boy, oh boy, week 3 of the NFL. Week 3 of the NFL, and the AFC is showing its teeth. It's showing its teeth now. They really are. They're showing their teeth. They're like, okay, we're the better league. We're the better league, and they're playing better. Some of these teams out here, their coaches are so bad that I really don't think that they should even be coaching a high school team. Really. I know for a fact, and I've been watching football, been keeping up with football, and even helped coach a little bit of football in the past. I know for a fact that I can go out there and replace one of those coaches right now. There's one coach out there in particular. I could replace him right now and do no damn worse. I can promise you that. With the staff he has, with everything he has, I could go out there and I could do just as well or better. Promise you. Save you some money. Seahawks have won already. That game is over. That game is over. 38-31. The Seahawks pulled off that win. That's over. But I'm just saying there's coaching problems all over the NFL. But there's one in particular. I'm telling you right now. There's no way he should have his job Monday morning. There's no way. We'll get to it in a little while. But there's no way in hell he should have a job come Monday morning. I'm sorry. I'm very, very critical on dumbasses. Hold on for a second. Let me get my fan on. Get a little hot in here. We got fan on. I already had fan on here. Huh? Very, very critical on stupid coaches. I don't like dumbass coaches. And when you don't show the inner sense, not politics. Well, I'll tell you who I'm referring to in a minute. But if you think about it, especially if you watch the game today, this guy's a fool that is an overrated fool. That's all he is. He's an overrated fool. Okay? We'll talk more about him in a little bit, but I'm just saying there's no way in the world in 2020, with the way the rules are set, you have got to be able to coach better than what you did today. I will get to who that coach is in just a little bit. Let's go to the finals today. 49ers and Giants. 49ers with a backup. And I don't even know who their backup quarterback is. Let's see who it is. Let's see who quarterbacked him. Mullins. 25 of 36, 343 yards and a touchdown, no INTs. That explains it right there. And the Giants, Daniel Jones, 17-32, 179, one INT. 49ers just a better team. 49ers, you knew they had to, you knew they were going to play better. They're going to be glad to go home now. They've had 2 straight weeks in New York, heading out, going home, and they're going to be fine. Teams with New York in their name sucks. Well, the Giants definitely did today. Both of them, neither one very good. Washington football team against the Browns. The Browns threw a 34 burger on them today, and that was pathetic. That was really, really, really. We'll get back to that in just a minute. Bengals and Eagles. How in the world can an Eagles fan hold their head up after that? How can an Eagles fan hold their head up after that? Joe Burrow threw for 71%, 312 yards and 2 touchdowns. Didn't make a single mistake. Carson Wentz. All right. Carson Wentz, right? Threw for right at 60%, 225, 1 touchdown, and 2 INTs. If Burrow gets an offensive line, you watch out for this kid. I'm telling you, he needs the next draft. They need to go out and get him a receiver and 2 linemen. And I'm going to tell you right now, that team will give anybody fits. Joe Burrow stands in the pocket. He's a tough kid. He got sacked, 7 times today? Did not matter. He didn't care. He stood in there. They're going to be a very, very, very tough out come later this season when he gets a little more toughness. They just got to get him, an offensive line around him. Raiders and Patriots. No surprise here. I picked the Patriots to win by 11. They win by 16, 36-20. Raiders had so much on them. Raiders opened up their new stadium Monday night. They had to play the Saints Monday night. They beat the Saints Monday night. Short week coming to the East Coast. I'm sorry. It's just too much to ask. Patriots did the job. No one. Let's see. D-Lines picked the Raiders to win. That was it. Bears and Falcons. When are we going to give up on? I mean, all 3 of us, me, D-Lines, and Keith, all picked the Falcons. I'm sorry, they're not as good a team as we thought they were. And the Bears are getting better. And the Bears today played Foles. Let's see what Nick Foles did. 16 of 29, 188, 3 touchdowns, 1 INT. That's all the Bears need every week. If they get that out of him, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 INT, they're going to win a lot of games. Bears 3-0 now. Rams and Bills. I picked the Rams by 1 point. D-Lines picked up a little bit of a blowout. I picked the Bills by 1 point. He thought the Bills would beat them bad, and Keith said about a touchdown. Well, they win by a field goal today, 35-32. Josh Allen is doing nothing short of impressive. Goff for 321 yards. Allen 311 yards, but 4 touchdowns, 1 INT. He's doing nothing right now, short of trying to win the MVP this year. He is doing everything he can possibly do to try to win the MVP. I really believe it. 3-0 right now, the Bills are. Texans and Steelers. Pretty much what I expected. The Steelers ran the ball as much as they could today and kept the ball away from the Texans. Ben throws 66%, 237, 2 touchdowns, no INTs. There's not a problem when you don't fumble the ball and you don't turn the ball over no time. You're going to win a lot more than you lose. They win today by a touchdown, 28-21. I think the coach at Bill O'Brien in Houston is going to be the first coach fired. I think he's going to be gone tomorrow. If he's not the first coach, he may be the second one right behind Atlanta's coach. Atlanta loves their coach. But when do you cut bait? 0-3, I think he will. Atlanta's coach probably goes. Houston's coach probably goes. I think he's got a shorter hook with him. I just think there's going to be quick. I think he's going to be out of here quicker. I think Bill O'Brien is gone by Tuesday. I really do. Titans and Vikings, and that's another. This is going to be another coach that's going to be hitting the bricks very, very soon. All 3 of us. Now, 2 of us took your Vikings. D-Lines took your Titans. Titans are a good running team. but the Vikings have done everything in their power to try to stay in ball games. Today, the Titans threw for 321 yards with Tannehill. Cousins, 251, 3 touchdowns. But the 2 INTs is what hurts. I don't know which way they're going to turn, even if they do fire that coach. But I think there's a good chance he gets canned. Somebody saved their job today. Well, really, not really. Matt Rule's not in any danger of losing his job. He goes down. You think NFL should get rid of ties? No. I don't want them kicking. I don't want them kicking field goals, as tiebreakers. So I don't have a problem with it. Panthers and Chargers. Everybody picked the Chargers to win. Panthers pull off an upset today. I'm telling you, the most underrated quarterback in the NFL, Teddy Bridgewater, and did great. 22 of 28, 235, 1 TD, 0 INTs. That's what you got to have. You need a little bit of a running game to go with that. But the Panthers go on the road to LA in their new building, and they beat the Chargers. Jets and the Colts. What'd I tell you? Jets and the Colts. The only good thing is Sam Darnold did play decent part of the game today. Still threw 3 interceptions. 1 touchdown, 17 of 29, 168 yards. That is just, that's just pedestrian. Rivers, 17 of 21, 217, 1 touchdown, no INTs. That's the way he should have been playing a few years ago. He's been throwing it for 400 yards. Brissett came in. I'm not sure if Rivers may have gotten hurt in this game or not. I did not watch the end of it. So we'll have to keep an eye on whether we think that, he could have definitely got injured there. If he did, Brissett could be the quarterback going forward. Just over with just a moment ago, Seahawks, Cowboys, 38-31. The Seahawks win. Prescott's numbers ballooned. They're always ballooned because they don't run the football with Elliott anymore. 34 yards rushing. 34 yards rushing. 37 of 57, 472, 3 touchdowns, but 2 big picks. The picks play a part in it, guys. Russell Wilson, 27 of 40. So he completed about 68%. 5 touchdowns, 315 yards, no picks. That right there is the clear giveaway who wins. 2 and 3 interceptions, no interceptions. You need a team that can run a football, but it's not necessary. If you can't run, throw for 5 yards, hit the ground. Throw for 5 yards, hit the ground. Throw for 5 yards, hit the ground. You can do that just as well. You just can't throw INTs. You can't fumble at football. You just can't give the ball away. You just can't do it. Lions and Cardinals. How about this one? This was the upset of the week. The Cardinals are going to win. Andrew Martin, the star on their helmet, and coming to Seattle is what determined the winner. Really? I got to sneeze. Excuse me. This one right here. This one right here is upset special of the week. Matt Stafford, 22 of 31. Thank you very much. Please join the channel. Please subscribe to the channel too. It's all absolutely free. 22 of 31, 270, 2 touchdowns. Stafford and company won. So guess how many INTs? No INTs. The Cardinals, on the other hand, Kyler Murray, 23 of 35. Not bad. 270, 2 touchdowns, but 3 INTs. You just cannot do it, guys. You cannot throw the ball to the other team. It equals a big L, and that's what happened here. The Cardinals are the better team here. Matt Stafford, he willed this team to the win today. Their defense didn't play too bad either. 26-23. Kyler Murray only ran for 5 times for 29 yards. So they were all over him. They really were. Let's see. How many sacks did the Cardinals get? That makes a difference. They only got 1 sack. They only sacked Kyler Murray 1 time. So they must have had somebody following along with him or whatever. But whatever happened, the Lions staff with Matt Patricia, pat on it back to you. Matt Patricia, you have saved your job at least one more week. 26-23. That's a big win right there for the Lions. And it's an NFC. It's a conference win. Buccaneers 28-10 with Tom Brady throwing for nearly 300 yards. 25 of 38. He did not count on a running game today. They only got 68 yards rushing as a team. Tampa, 297 throwing, 3 touchdowns, and they won. So guess what? Yep, you're right. No INTs. We look at the Broncos with Driscoll and Rippon. Rippon played well, too. 8 of 9, 53 yards. I'm not sure if Driscoll got hurt, but he did give up the INT. Driscoll, 17 of 30, 176, 1 touchdown, 1 INT. But that's 2 INTs between the two of them. It's just too much. Tom Brady is starting to feel his oats down at Tampa. I'm telling you, this team will be a playoff team. They may be more than just a playoff team. Don't forget, they are tied now with the Saints. And the Saints tonight have to host the Packers. If the Packers beat the Saints tonight, Tampa's in first place. So I'm telling you, just because, Tampa lost to the Saints, but it doesn't matter. They've won their last 2. Saints, yeah, you beat Tampa, but you lost last week. If you lose this week tonight, you're out of first place. Tampa would be in first place. And I'm not going to be surprised if they win this division. Tampa can win it. We still got the Saints coming to Tampa before it's all said and done. You got one more game with Carolina, which Carolina's not looking very good right now. And Atlanta, you got 2 with Atlanta still. All you got to do is put your track shoes on it in that game, and you got a great chance of winning. Atlanta's defense, man, is horrific. It is horrific. Now, let's get to the coach that I feel like should never be coaching another football game again. His name, Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera of the Washington football team. If you did not watch this game today, this was it was just pathetic, okay? Number one, they're losing the ball game. They're losing at the point of, 27 no, I'm sorry, 34-20. They're losing this ball game 34-20 with 7 minutes left to go. I think it was 7 to go. Let me get this back up. Here we go. And they hardly had the ball the rest of the game. They had third down. They had third down on the Browns 2 different times and never called timeout. Never called timeout. In fact, they finished the game and still had 3 timeouts left. They finished the game with all 3 of them. The 2-minute warning is it. The clock just ran. You do not do this to your defense. I'm sorry. You do not do this to a team that has went out there and spilled its blood and guts out there for you all game long, and then you mismanage the clock. If you're that damn stupid, you do not belong in the NFL. You can't be that ignorant. It almost is like you're trying to help the other team win. I mean, it's almost to that point. That is ignorance. You have to call your timeouts. I don't care if you use them at the 6-minute mark. I don't care if you can use it at the 3.5-minute mark. You got to use your timeouts there, though. You've got to force the hand of the other team. If they don't feel pressure put on them, they're not going to let any pressure get put on them. I just don't understand that. If you did not see it, NFL Network is going to re-show this game this week. Watch the last 5 minutes of this game. And I'm telling you, Ron Rivera should lose his job immediately. Immediately. They're 1-2. He is a sorry excuse for a coach. I think he has talent. I'm not saying he doesn't have talent, but he does not have a brain. There's no way under the sun you let the clock run from 7 minutes down to the end when you're playing so much defense and not call it one timeout. You didn't call one. That is pathetic. That is a pathetic job of coaching. You get the worst coach award this week by far. It's not even close. It's incredibly stupid. Now, you want the second coach with the second stupidest coach this week? The coach of the Eagles. Look, the game is tied. The game is tied. They did a false start. First off, they're going to try to kick a 58-yarder. Okay? They're going to try to kick a 58-yard field goal. All of a sudden, neither team has timeouts. The Eagles false start. Okay? So the 58-yard turns to 63 yards. Okay? You punt. There's 7 seconds left in overtime. 7 seconds left in right around 10. You don't punt there. Try for the W. Try to win. If you don't get it, right, you have to play one play of defense. That's it. You don't count on your defense against a rookie quarterback to stop him one time. You make that attempt. You may make 1 out of 20. Okay? So that gives you a 5% chance of winning. If you punt the football, you've got 0% chance of winning. And just like it's like he went home happy. You're playing the worst team in the NFL right now. They have yet to have won anything, and now they're 0-2-1, just like you are. That one just astounded me. Doug Peterson. I'm not an Eagles fan, okay, and he's won a Super Bowl, so he's not going anywhere. But boy, oh boy, how stupid can you get? How long will Carson Wentz last? The people are wanting a change. The people are wanting to see Jalen Hurts. He's a rookie. So if you put him in there, you cannot be expecting him to win 8 ball games, 9 ball games, 10 ball games for you. But you put Wentz in there, you put Hurts in there, you're at least telling the team, look, this is what we're going with forward. We win 4 or 5 ball games this year. We're not looking for a quarterback. We're looking for offensive linemen, defensive linemen, and safeties and defensive backs. And maybe a couple receivers. They're probably going to need a tight end too if Zach Ertz, he's a free agent. But come on. Some of the plays that some of these coaches are doing is just pathetic. Incredible to me. Incredible. Anybody in live chat got anything? I'm just astounded by it. I've picked the Saints to win tonight. I know Delon's picked the Packers, and so did Keith. I'm picking the Saints to win. They're at home. I think they're going to be tough. Tomorrow night's game, Keith picked the Ravens at home, and me and Delon's actually picked the Chiefs. He picked the Ravens at home. I think the Chiefs are the best team out there right now, but there's some good teams out there. There's some good teams out there. The Seahawks playing good. Hell, the Bears are playing good. 49ers are still they're still for real. They're still good. The Bills are a really good team. I'm not sure anybody in that division can mess with them. The Jets, Dolphins, and Jets, Dolphins, and who's the other team? Jets, Dolphins. And I know New England. I think the Bills are the best team in that division. I really do. They're going to have the Patriots coming up soon, I'm sure. Patriots and Bills. That'll be a good game. Division-wise, I can't wait to see the Cowboys and the Eagles play. I think the Eagles will pick it up some. The Cowboys, Dak throws for 500 yards, 450, 500 yards every week. But what does it matter if you lose? I mean, it's just like the situation. I mean, they're 1-2 now, right? Yeah, they're 1-2. Look at the Falcons' numbers. Who's got more ballooned numbers than Matt Ryan? He's thrown for over 1,000 yards. And he's yet to win anything. And some of these guys throwing for 150, 175, 200 yards that are managing the game, 1, 2, 3 touchdowns, but no interceptions. If you throw in no interceptions, you've got a great chance to win. If you're not fumbling the football, and boy, oh boy, come on. You just cannot be a dumbass coach. You can't. Managing the clock that's coaching 101. Coaching 101. It doesn't not take a brain surgeon. It doesn't hurt if you can figure a little bit and be like, okay, you can kind of, well, what if this happens? Let's see. This is what we'll do. You got to kind of think ahead. No doubt about that. So I guess Ron Rivera's thinking to next week and thinking about maybe calling a timeout on the bus ride home tonight, or the plane flight home. Because I'm telling you, the way he mismanaged this game today, Washington football team did not play as bad as a 34-20 loss. They didn't play that bad. Dwayne Haskins threw 3 INTs, fumbled at football. I mean, he did everything possible to lose this football game for them. And they were still in it with 7 minutes to go. And then the coach found a way to give it away. Unbelievable to me. I don't know how much further you go with Dwayne Haskins either. If Smith is cleared to play, why not play him? He wants to play. Their offensive line is decent, not the greatest, but they're decent. The receiving core is starting to catch the ball, but boy, oh boy, did Dwayne Haskins throw the ball the wrong way about 4 times today. He really did. And that's a kid I like. But when he came out, I said then, he is not our solution. He is not the solution. He's not. He is not. He's not a good quarterback. He is not. And look, all you Dallas fans out there, okay? I know there's some of you out there, and you're looking at all these numbers that you're looking at all these numbers that their quarterback's throwing up. Prescott, 450, 475, 385. Look, come on. The only thing that matters, are you winning or are you losing? They're 1 win and 2 losses. Is that worth top 5 money? You tell me. You tell me. Would you not rather have somebody that can manage a football team? Let's run the football a little bit. Let's run an end around. Let's throw a screen pass for 6 yards. Let's keep our defense off the field. Their defense stayed tired the whole game. They were running in a track meet up and down the field. And anytime you do that, your defense is going to stay tired. Don't get me wrong, Seattle's defense was tired too. But come on. You have got to get past that. And, all I can say is this. I hope the Cowboys pay Dak Prescott, $40 million. I hope they do it. Because then if you cut his weapons back, he's not going to be as good as he is now. And he's not winning ball games now. So you think about it. You're going to have to take some weapons away from what you've got right now. And how can you afford to take weapons away when you're not winning? That's just the way I feel about it. You've got number one job for 53 men is to win. The number one job for the quarterback is not to throw for 400 yards. It's not to throw 5 touchdowns. It's to manage the football game and not give the ball to the other team. Manage the football game. Let's get down the field. If we have to kick a field goal, that's not a hangable offense. That's not an offense. You take your 3 and go. Now you can't drive down the field 6 times and get 18 points and be happy with it. Understand them. But you've got to get the ball in the end zone some. But man, oh man, you cannot turn the football over so much and think you're going to get by with it, because 90% chances are you're not going to get by with it all the time. People are going to catch up to you. Boy, oh boy. How about the Phillies today? Matt Klentak just got fired. He will just get fired now, whenever, in the next upcoming days. He may be already fired. I've not looked. In fact, I'll look him up right now. General Manager Matt Klentak. As of right now, he is GM Matt Klentak expected to be let go. Okay. So we'll see what happens there. I think the general manager keeps – not GM, the president. I think the president keeps his job. GM, and he's the vice president too, Matt Klentak. He's got to go. He's got to go. And we were all, I think all the Philly fans at the time were all over Ruben Amaro. But Ruben Amaro won a World Series with him. Matt Klentak's done nothing. Look at the bullpen when Matt Klentak took over, and look at him now. Whoa, boy, oh boy. The camera. Whoa, just wanted to mess up with me. I've got a backup camera if it keeps messing up, guys. Whoa. All right. Looks like we're going to give up on the ghost here on this camera tonight. All right. I'll hook the other one up. I think you guys probably can't even see me now. This is wild. But Matt Klentak has got to go. Bye. Hit the bricks. I don't know who we bring in. I would love to find out how much it would cost to bring Billy Beane in. Billy Beane, how much would it take to get you to Philadelphia? And we give you double the payroll, triple the payroll of Oakland, and say, now, get us some bullpen pieces. Get us 2 starters. Our offense is great. Now, we would love to re-sign JT Realmuto, but if he doesn't re-sign, that's not the end of the world. I'm sorry. I would like to see us re-sign JT Realmuto, but with that $30 million, if we could get us 1 good starter or 2 decent starters, a 4 and a 5. I'm fine with that. 60 mil, 4 years, 45 mil, 3 years, and definitely a lefty in there. You got to have a lefty in the staff. We don't have one. We got to get a lefty starter. We got to, preferably a little bit of power. I don't know who. I really don't. Mike Fears fires. He's a free agent. He would be a great asset to get. But I don't know how much it's going to cost us. Would love to see us re-sign Jay Bruce for minimum or $2-3 million. He's worth it. Great plate presence. Great clubhouse leader. The way I understand, he is great in the clubhouse for those kids. We need that. We need that. Gregorius, he probably walks. But we could use him because he didn't make very many errors. We didn't get as much power production as I really thought we would, but he's still bad about 290. He's worth it. So we'll see what happens there. For the money, I would rather keep Gregorius than I had Real Muto. The other kid we got at catcher played well, and he's left-handed. We needed a couple more right-handed bats, really. I don't know who we get. Reese Hoskins has to come back strong. But Alec Boehm has to come back strong. McCutcheon, he's got one more year in his deal. That's all he's got. Segura, I think Segura's got one more year in his deal. But I know Gregorius' contract is done. And then just start wherever you want to with the bullpen. If that means you got to wipe 3/4 of them out and send them home, do it. It's bad. But that's what they need done. I would love to see Philadelphia grow a set and be like, look, we're gonna go out here and we're gonna get us a general manager that maybe people haven't heard of that much. Maybe a minor league GM or somebody that just knows baseball, okay? Not somebody that knows necessarily numbers. Somebody that knows baseball knows, okay, if I get him, is he worth what I'm getting? Because Clintack definitely didn't know value from a holding ground. I think he got really lucky with that starter he got from the Mets. He played really great, and let's hope he does next year too. But Gregorius, like I say, his position players and the starting pitching, he did okay with that this year. But the bullpen positions, man, oh man, he has stunk up a joint picking up some of those players. Workman did not come in and really play that well. David Robertson, didn't he throw a grand total of 15 innings for us for what, $25 million? Thought you'd say you're going to watch the Packers. Nah, I'm not going to watch the Packers Saints tonight. No, I'm not going to watch that. Packers are up 3-0. It's early. Very, very early. Yeah, I can see that my camera's giving up on me. So I'm going to swap cameras out. I will be back in just a few minutes. Y'all have a good one. Touchdown Saints 7-3. I told you it's early. They'll come back and win this one. All right, be back in a few. Bye-bye.